right there on top of the moon. We could sit and do nothing.
Namaste, you're watching Moment of Breath with Neha. So in previous video we have practiced forward bends. Always can be combined with back bends. So today we'll practice back bends. Back bends are basically, these back bends turns our body up, opens our chest with a deep inhalation, open our heart and let go of fear. So it turns our body up to let go of fear. So these are very good postures for back as well as for the abdominal area. So these always go counter to gravity. In forward bends we have seen those forward bend uses gravity to go in the posture, and these back bends always are counter to gravity, so it uses a lot of strength and energy. So I'll share few benefits also and how to practice it. But before that, what are the contraindications? Who should not practice back bends? So back bends should be avoided by people who have a chronic major problem of back, slip disc or sciatica or abdominal hernia. People should avoid the practice. Or if you have minor or little back pain, backache, so do it under proper guidance, consult with your doctor and then begin the practice. So today we'll be practicing like few postures which are good if you are a beginner. So we have intermediate level also, advanced level also, but today we'll practice beginners level. So let's get down on the mat on your belly. Use a little durry or padding, use anything which is comfortable. So if you do, like if you feel like these bony structure here hurts, then use the padding. So our first asana will be Saral Bhujangasana. So we'll lie down like this, toes touching each other, heels falling apart, and make a pillow of your hands. Keep your forehead on the ground, like on the hands. Relax in Makarasana in this posture for few breaths and mentally prepare for Saral Bhujangasana. Now, hands underneath your shoulders. Keep your feet together. Roll your thighs inside or keep your buttocks squeezed. And forehead on the ground. So, we'll lift our forehead, then our chest. That's it. Keep your elbows close to the body. Don't keep your elbows like this. Just keep them close to your body. So now we'll lift our forehead, then our chest, and keep going. That's it. Keep your feet together. Inhale. And slowly go down. So, this uses strength in our shoulders and arms, so and elbows also. So this is very good posture for arms as well as back. For stiff back, this is a very good posture. So we have to, start practicing back bends, because every other posture uses back, hamstring. So we have to practice these postures, but with a good technique. So sometimes people do keep hands here. We have to keep hands underneath the shoulders, or you can say near the chest. Now we'll practice Bhujangasana. In this posture, we'll go little bit more up towards navel. Like till navel, we'll lift our body up. Keeping your elbows close to your body. And Also, if you are a beginner, you are not able to keep your feet together, you can always keep them hip distance apart. But if you can, feet together, buttocks squeeze, forehead on the ground, elbows closer to the body, shoulders away from the ear. And now, lift while inhaling. A little bit more up. Keeping your elbows bent. Always open your chest, breathe from diaphragm. Do not give pressure to your back. And slowly exhale, go down. We'll practice once more. Relax few breaths in Makarasana. So Bhujangasana again. This time a little bit more up. Keeping your elbows bent, shoulders relaxed. You don't have to go and look all the way up or back. Inhale from diaphragm, from chest. Do not give pressure to your lower back or lumbar pressure. Slowly while exhaling, go down. Go into Makarasana. Relax few breaths here. So this posture, Bhujangasana, is very good for back. It straightens our spine. Very good for ovaries, uterus, and helpful for menstrual disorders. So, and also for hunched back, hunched shoulders and back, stiff back. So it improves these postures. So we have practiced Saral Bhujangasana and Bhujangasana. Always try and practice Saral Bhujangasana before practicing Bhujangasana, also known as Cobra pose. So we have to move our spine like a snake or a cobra, you can say. So it makes our spine healthy. With the back, it works on the abdominal area, the fat around the abdominal area. It releases that fat, reduces that fat. And also it is good for respiration as it opens our chest. So it deepens and improves our breathing with the process. Now we'll practice Dhanurasana, but before that we'll practice Saral Dhanurasana. So Dhanurasana is a different posture than Cobra pose. So how to practice that? Saral Dhanurasana. First, lie down in Makarasana. Now in this posture, keep your feet mat distance, like at the corner of the mat. Knees apart. Bend your knees and hold your ankle. Keep your forehead on the ground. Now in this posture, we'll lift our forehead, our chest, but with the help of our hands. Keep your elbows straight in this posture. Now, lift your forehead, chest, and That's it. Do not lift your thighs in this posture. This is Saral Dhanurasana. Halfway to Dhanurasana. Now slowly go down after few breaths. Relax. So now after Saral Dhanurasana, we'll practice Dhanurasana. In this posture, we'll lift our thighs also. So how to do it? Same posture as Saral Dhanurasana. Hold your ankle. Keep your elbows straight. Now in this posture, we'll push our legs back and up. With the help of our hands, we'll go up and keep inhaling from your diaphragm, from your chest. Do not give pressure to your back. Now lift your forehead up, chest up, open your chest and lift your thighs up. Come on your belly button, lift your thighs more up if you can. Now slowly go down. So take few breaths in Makarasana. So this posture as Saral Dhanurasana or Dhanurasana should be practiced under guidance. If you have any back problem or any minor problem also, do practice it with the help of any teacher, or you can take advice from your doctor. These postures are good for menstrual disorder, for belly, for abdominal, reduces abdominal fat like at very good speed, and these are very good postures for diabetic patients. Now these postures, when you are practicing Saral Dhanurasana and Saral Bhujangasana, do practice it for like few weeks. According to the body, when opening will be there in the back, then only practice Bhujangasana and Dhanurasana. Do not pressurize your body, do not force your body, because it will not happen just like that. You have to keep practicing and respect your body, do not force it. And always after practicing back bends, do practice the counterbalance. Any posture like we have done in forward bends also. So after forward bends, we have practiced the counterbalance of those postures, and now in this like back bends, we'll practice counterbalance of Shashankasana or child's pose. What are counter poses? Counter poses are much needed. Like why we do counter poses always after practicing any posture? Because if we are using some muscle, like say in back bends right now, we are using our back muscles, so it relaxes those muscles. It relaxes those muscles by lifting our body up, and we'll go in Shashank. So the back comes in curve with the forward fold. So we have used our back in the back fold. Now we'll relax our muscles in forward fold. Like keeping our hands underneath our shoulders. Lift the body up and keeping the posture and stretching your arms. Take your hips back and leave them on heels. Toes touching each other, heels falling apart, and keep your hips on the heels. Keep your forehead on the ground. If you want, you can keep your hands stretched like this, or you can keep your hands near to your body. So if you are unable to touch your hips on the heels, use any padding like this or any cushion will do. Or if you are unable to touch your forehead on the ground, so make a fist of your hands and relax your forehead. Relax for a few breaths here. So we have practiced back bends. We can always practice back bends with forward bends. We can combine them. So in back bends today we have practiced Saral Bhujangasana, then Bhujangasana, then Saral Dhanurasana and Dhanurasana. So do it with the right technique and always practice with the counter poses. In forward bends also we have done the counter balance. In back bends also we have done the same, like the counter poses. Try and practice it with the right technique. Do it like the beginner's level as we have done it today. We have got intermediate and advanced level also, but try and practice first the beginner's level, and then when there will be opening in the back, we'll practice intermediate and advanced level too. So as it straightens our back and improves our inhalation, deepens our inhalation, and very good for respiration and fat around belly area. So, and link for the forward bends is given in the description. So if you do have any questions, any comments or queries, do put it in a comment box. Thank you so much. Happy practicing. Have a great day ahead.